Who has been appointed as the 53rd Chief Justice of India by President Draupadi Murmu? President Draupadi Murmu has appointed Justice Suryakant as the 53rd Chief Justice of India. A Supreme Court judge, including the CJI, is appointed by the President under Article 124(2). He will assume office as the Chief Justice of India on the 24th of November 2025, succeeding CJI Br Gavai, and will serve a 15-month tenure until the 10th of February 2027. He will be the first Chief Justice of India from Haryana. The CJI holds office until the age of 65 years. To qualify as CJI, one must be a citizen of India, have served as a High Court judge for 5 years or as an advocate for 10 years, or be a distinguished jurist in the President's opinion. The CJI can only be removed by the President by impeachment process, i.e. after an address by Parliament, supported by a special majority in both houses. Which of the following statements regarding Aini Air Bases are correct? 1. India's presence at the Aini Air Base came to an end after its lease expired in 2022. 2. It is located in Tajikistan. 3. The base is located close to Afghanistan's Week-1 corridor, offering strategic access to Central Asia. 4. Aini was India's second overseas airbase after the Farkhor base. India has wrapped up its military operations at the Aini Air Base in Tajikistan, ending over 2 decades of strategic presence in Central Asia. India's presence at the Aini Air Base ended after the lease agreement between New Delhi and Dushanbe expired in 2022. Reportedly, it was not renewed due to pressure from Russia and China. Its proximity, around 20 kilometers, to Afghanistan's Week-1 corridor gave India strategic leverage over Pakistan and access to Central Asia. The airbase also helped during the 2021 evacuation of Indian nationals and officials from Afghanistan following the Taliban's takeover. Aini was India's second overseas base after the Farkhor base. In 1998, India set up its first base in Tajikistan at Farkhor, equipped with helicopters, a repair unit, and a military hospital that treated Afghan Northern Alliance fighters. The Farkhor base was shut down around 2008, and the Aini base was established. Noradehi Wildlife Sanctuary, recently in the news for cheetah introduction, is located in which Indian state? Recently, Noradehi Wildlife Sanctuary in Madhya Pradesh is being prepared as India's third. The Asiatic cheetah became extinct in India in 1952 due to hunting and habitat loss. Although in Iran, the Asiatic cheetah is surviving as a critically endangered cheetah subspecies. The government of India launched Project Cheetah in 2022, reintroducing African cheetahs from Namibia at Kuno National Park, 2022, and later at Gandhi Sagar Sanctuary, 2024. The sanctuary lies across Sagar, Damo, and Narsinghpur districts of Madhya Pradesh, situated between the Yamuna and Narmada river basins. It is the largest wildlife sanctuary in Madhya Pradesh. The entire sanctuary is situated on a plateau, forming part of the Upper Vindhyan Range. The Tri-Service Joint Exercise, Purvi Prashant Prahar, was recently conducted at which location? A significant tri-service joint exercise was conducted by the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force under the Eastern Command at Machuka, Arunachal Pradesh, near the Lak. With reference to exercise, Trishul 2025, consider the following statements. 1. It is an Indian tri-services exercise conducted under the Ministry of Defence. 2. Its internal code name is Vajra Prahar. India has begun the Tri-Services, Army, Navy, and Air Force, exercise, Trishul 2025, which is conducted under the aegis of the Ministry of Defence. To strengthen integrated operations across land, air, and sea in the Sur Creek and desert sectors of Rajasthan Gujarat, extending into the northern Arabian Sea. Exercise Trishul, also referred to by the internal code name, Mahaguriyar. Match the following Indian cities with their respective recognition under UNESCO Creative Cities Network. UNESCO designates Lucknow as a creative city of gastronomy. This honor celebrates the city's rich Awadhi cuisine, which is celebrated for its kebabs, biryanis, kormas, and sheermal, showcasing its culinary artistry, warm hospitality, and cultural heritage. Lucknow becomes the second Indian city, following Hyderabad's recognition in 2019, to receive this esteemed distinction. UNESCO designated Gwalior as a creative city of music and Kozhikode as a creative city of literature. Consider the following statements regarding the ICC Women's ODI World Cup 2025. 1. India won their first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup title by defeating South Africa. 2. Shefali Verma was named the player of the tournament. 3. Amol Muzumdar was the coach of the Indian women's team. India's women's cricket team created history by clinching their first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup title after defeating South Africa in the final. The 2025 tournament was the 13th edition of the Women's Cricket World Cup. It is held after a gap of 4 years. Coach, India, Amol Muzumdar. Captain, South Africa, Laura Wolvaert. Player of the match, Shefali Verma. Player of the tournament, Deepti Sharma. Consider the following statements regarding the Ramnami tribe recently seen in news. 1. The Ramnami sect originated as a peaceful resistance against caste discrimination in 19th century Chhattisgarh. 2. Members of the Ramnami tribe tattoo the name, Ram, on their bodies and faces to represent the omnipresence of God. Ramnami tribe are a unique sect from Chhattisgarh, India, who tattoo the name, Ram, on their bodies and faces. They tattoo their bodies and faces with the name of Nirgun Ram to show that Ram, or God, was omnipresent and everywhere. The Ramnami Samaj is a movement that came up in what is now central and northern Chhattisgarh in the 19th century as an act of peaceful resistance against the caste system in India that denied many of them entry to temples. According to a popular legend, it was started by Parsuram Bardwaj, the son of a sharecropper. Consider the following statements regarding GSAT-7R, CMS-03, 1. GSAT-7R replaces the decade-old GSAT-7, Rukmini, which was launched in 2013. 2. GSAT-7R has an expected mission life of 15 years. 3. The satellite was launched aboard LVM-3 on its 7th operational flight, LVM-3M7, from Satish Dhawan Space Center. ISRO successfully launched Indian Navy's communication satellite GSAT-7R, CMS-03, India's heaviest indigenously built advanced communication satellite, from Satish Dhawan Space Center. The CMS-03 was successfully launched using the launch vehicle Mark III, LVM-3, on its 5th operational flight, LVM-3M5. It is launched to Geosynchronous Transfer Orbit, GTO, from India and will later move into its final geostationary orbit using its onboard propulsion system. CMS-03 is a multi-band communication satellite that will provide services, secure voice, data, and video links across the Indian Ocean region, including the Indian landmass. It weighs approximately 4,400 kg. It has a 15-year mission life. The GSAT-7R replaces the decade-old GSAT-7, Rukmini, launched in 2013. Consider the following statements about INS Ikshik. 1. INS Ikshik is an indigenously built hydrographic survey vessel. 2. The name Ikshik means guide in Sanskrit. 3. It was built by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, GRSE, in Kolkata. INS Ikshik is an indigenously built hydrographic survey vessel designed to conduct coastal and deep water mapping of ports, harbors, and navigational channels, ensuring safe maritime navigation and supporting India's blue economy operations. The name, Ikshik, meaning guide, in Sanskrit, it is constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, GRSE, Limited, Kolkata. It will be the first SVL-class, survey vessel large ship based at the Southern Naval Command.